Hi and welcome to another video by LiveLink Training. Now in this video I want to show you how to make a custom vignette. Now there's many ways of making your vignette, but they all tend to be fairly symmetrical. So I'm going to show you one method where we can actually get one that is symmetrical, and then I'll show you this method where you can actually customize it to your own devices. So you can customize it to suit your own image. Okay. Well, let's get started. And don't forget, if this is your first time with LiveLink Training, please visit my website. And if you scoot to the bottom of any page, just give this link a click here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will be really helpful. Thank you very much. Let's get on. Okay, first what we'll use is, let's try the camera raw filter. And if we go to the FX panel in the camera raw filter, we've got post crop vignetting. And on this one, we can pull it this way to the left to make it darker, or we can make it lighter. We can change the midpoint, so we can move it in or move it out. And we can change the roundness, so we can change the round to make it really nearly square, if you like, or we can bring it back into the middle. And then we've got the feather, where we can feather it sorry about that, we can feather it out to 0 or make it a nice soft transition. Okay, well that's okay, but it does tend to be in the center where the vignette isn't, and the vignette is all around the outside. So let's give that a cancel and say we want a little bit more flexibility. So what we'll do is we'll use one of the adjustment layers. So we'll go for a curves adjustment layer, and this adjustment comes with its own mask, which is what we're going to use. So first I need to paint on the mask. So I need to first select the brush tool. I can do that by pressing B on the keyboard or clicking just here on the brush tool, and I need black as my foreground colour, and I can do that. If it's not black, then I can press D to reset to default colours of black and white or white and black, and then press the X key to toggle, and that will put black as the foreground colour, which is what I need. And then I need a really hard edge brush. So I'm going to drop down the brush panel and I'm going to take the hardness right up to 100%. Okay, and then I've got quite a big brush. I'll use the square brackets just to make the brush a little bit bigger, and then I'll just click once. Now you can see nothing's happened in the image, but on the mask I've now got a big black circle, and this is cutting through the mask. But I haven't made any adjustment yet, so you won't see any difference. So now I need to click on the adjustment part of the layer. And down in the properties panel, you'll see the adjustment comes up. So now I can pull down or I can pull up to make a light vignette. So let's pull down. Let's go for a darker one to start with. But we've still got quite a hard edge on it because we used a hard edge brush, and that was just so I can see where it is. So now I want to feather that, and I can do that. If you look up here, we've got two little symbols. We've got the actual curve itself, which is what we're looking at, and we've got the mask that goes with the curve. So if I click on that mask, you'll see that it brings up the mask properties, but I need to be actually on the active mask, so I need to click to make sure the mask is active, and then I've got a density and a feather slider. Well, it's the feather slider that I'm looking at. And now if I pull that feather slider over, you'll see that it really softens out that vignette. And so we've now got a nice gradation, but it's more or less in the middle again. It's where I put it. So if I want to move it, if I use the transform, if I use Control and T or Command and T on a Mac, then I can actually move that around them. If you see, if I'm moving it, I'm actually moving it around the mask itself. So if I can place it over an important piece, or place it over his head, and I can drag that to make it bigger, and I'll just put it offset to one side like that. and then I'll double click inside, or you can click the tick on the tool options bar to commit the transform. Now I can play around with the adjustment again. So I'm going to click back on the adjustment, and then I can make it darker or I can make it lighter. The light one's pretty good, but we'll just stick for the dark one. So now the adjustment is actually still circular, and I could stretch it out to make it a different shape, but all I'm going to do now is go and get my brush again, make sure black is my foreground colour again, and I'm going to make sure I'm on the mask. And then if I wanted this corner here not to be as dark, then let's set the opacity to say 50%. I'm just going to press a 5 on the keyboard, and then we'll set the flow to 50%, and for that I'll press Shift and 5 on the keyboard. And then I'll just run it over this corner, and you'll see what's happening now. I'm actually manufacturing a custom vignette. So if I keep going, it'll get darker and darker on the mask and lighter here. So now if I pull the feather back, you'll see that I've now got the circular shape and I've got this corner that's been taken out of the thing. So I'll just put that feather back to somewhere like that, and then I'll go back because I think I quite like that white one. So let's have a look at the white one now. Yeah, I think I quite like that one better, so I'll just pull it down a little bit and we'll leave it at that. Well, thanks for watching. That's about it for now. How to make a custom vignette. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up or leave me a message underneath the video. That would be great. And that's about it. So I'll see you in the very next video. Bye for now.